And then the last thing is that, the incorporation of trees. And, trees also play an important role in these passive design strategies, also in improving the energy efficiency of buildings. So, in cold climates, evergreen trees help block the winter winds from the north and the west. And they also block the western sunlight in the summer. And so I think what's kind of kind of beautiful and poetic about it is that if you think about evergreen versus deciduous trees, evergreen trees don't ever lose their needles, right? So they're a much more permanent type of shading device, whereas deciduous trees allow for that shading during the summertime, and that's when these buildings need it the most from the harsh sun and protecting against that, and just the use of trees to block that sun in the summertime when they're all nice and full, and then when they drop their leaves in the fall, the lack of leaves now allows that winter sun to come through, into the, through I guess the tree canopy and into the building. So it's kind of this beautiful natural way of using trees, deciduous trees in particular, to act as a shading device and to also work with the seasons too as well. And so what you find when you're doing a lot of energy efficient design for buildings is that they do they also consider the amount of trees on the property and what role that plays in shading. And the other thing is, just because it's definitely something that they emphasize, is that healthy trees should also be preserved whenever possible on a site in order to promote the integration of the building with the environment, but also being in good stewardship with the earth. And so really what's discouraged, is the movement of trees, from a site, because it could actually not only cause severe damage to the tree, and could often, result in the death of the tree, but also what happens is that it changes the ecology of the soil. It changes the cohesiveness of the soil too as well. And so next class, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at different types of site work, contours, ponds, retention ponds, and retention, detention, all different types. But we'll also look at the riparian zone. And so that's the interface really between the body of water and land, and how trees and vegetation creates a very healthy riparian zone, because they make the banks of the body of water more cohesive because of their roots and everything like that. And so taking that away is actually reducing the health of the land and the soil, with where the tree used to be.